Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Suchita and I post content on various makeup, skincare, hair care related videos. Today I wanted to do a full brand review of my favorite brand, which is Tinted's Huesticks right here. And I don't have all their recent launches, but I do want to cover it with the shades that I do have and how you can use them 5 different ways in your everyday makeup routine. So I wanted to first start off by talking about the history of Tinted, where they first started, and how far they've come along. So I'm going to be spilling some facts throughout this video as I go through each step. So the first fact is that Tinted is founded by Deepika. She's a South Asian influencer as well as has tons of experience in the beauty industry as well. And her video on covering up her under eye dark circles with a red lipstick became viral. That's how I came to know about her as well. So first I'm going to start off by color correcting. So they have 3 shades that you can color correct with, and I'm sure the other shades might work, like Found, for example, might work on other deeper skin tones as well. But the shade Perk is a perfect shade for someone who has very light and I would say bluish hyperpigmentation under their eyes or wherever on their face. And the shade Rise, which is what I'm going to be using, is an orangey shade, and that's perfect for someone who has like medium hyperpigmentation, I would say. Shade Origin is a true red, and that's perfect for anyone who has like more deeper of a hyperpigmentation that's more harder to cover up. So I'm going to start off with Rise, and this is one of the ways that you can use this hue stick. So I like to color correct around my mouth. So, you know, the usual mustache area. I mean, we're South Asian, we all have hair everywhere, but I like to cover that up. And then I have some scarring from eczema under my chin, so I like to cover that as well. And then I like to go under my eyes, and you can use your fingers or a brush to apply this product as well, but I just like to go straight in with the hue stick. And I also like to go around my nose, and sometimes I would like to apply it above my forehead as well. Now that I've finished applying the shade Rise all over where I needed to color correct, I like to go with the wet beauty blender to just blend it in a little bit more. The tinted hue sticks are very creamy and super blendable, which is great because you don't really need a ton of color for color correcting, and it just blends so seamlessly into your skin. So when you go in with a foundation or whatever you want to use as your base, it does perfectly cover up all the orangey shade, but at the same time it makes sure to color correct your hyperpigmentation. Okay, so now that I've finished color correcting with Rise, I went ahead and applied a bit of tinted moisturizer, some concealer, powder, and did my brows as well. So now for my second fact, before we jump into the second product, is that Tinted was first a digital community. That's how I first joined it. It was just an Instagram page that I was a part of, and they would post content on, you know, different people and the cultures and what industry they were from, and I really enjoyed that content because I felt like this was a community where they really wanted inclusivity as the root of it. After the second way that you can use a tinted hue stick is as contour, and unfortunately I don't have the shade Grounded just yet, but you can use Grounded as a perfect light, cool contour for yourself. But I do want to showcase how I typically use a contour stick, so I like to use my Fenty contour in the shade Truffle. And when you do have the tinted hue stick and Grounded, you can simply just take it right where you needed it to be, you know, sucked in a little bit. And this way, you know, it's simple, like contour that's cream product as well, so you don't feel like you're taking on any powder. And then I just take a beauty blender and blend it right in. So now that I've finished up the contour, again, you can use the shade Grounded as your contour. And what I love about the hue sticks is that they're all shaped in this unique way where you can get like a pointed edge but also a flatter surface. So for example, if you want to do a little bit of nose contouring, it has more of a pointier tip so you can get that perfect line. But also, if you want to do your lips, you can have that flatter edge, or even like color correcting, it covers like the most amount of space as well. So So these Huesticks are perfect for on the go, and since they are a cream product, you really can't mess up, and you can simply just use your fingers to blend everything right in. So now before we go into the third way that you can use a Huestick, I wanted to talk about another fact. So in 2019 was when Lip Tinted launched their first product, which was these Huesticks specifically made for color correcting, which were the shades Rise, Origin, and Perk, and I was shook. I really did grab all three products right away, and I was so happy for Lip Tinted, the community, and the founder Deepika as well. So my first impressions of these Huesticks was, they were so creamy. You get a ton of product for the price that you pay, and they're also vegan, cruelty-free, and highly pigmented. And getting something to be cruelty-free with these shades that are so pigmented, especially the true red, is so difficult, and I can't appreciate the Lip Tinted community for making it an inclusive brand, not only in shade ranges, but also the ingredients that they choose to put in it. Another thing that I like about the Huesticks is that it does have hyaluronic acid, which makes it super hydrating on the skin, so that you can use these Huesticks directly on your skin for a bare, more of a minimalistic makeup look, but also you can use these on a full glam as well. So now I'm going to go in with blush, and I like to use the Huestick in shade Found, which when they first launched was a shade that was so unique on every different skin tone. It pops up as a more reddish bricky color on some skin tones and more of a brighter color on other skin tones, which I think is so unique, and I'm so happy that they did decide to launch this. So I like to take Found and directly apply it onto the apples of my cheek, but also drag it up a little bit. So right here. And then I take a wet beauty blender again and just blend everything in, but again, you can use a brush, your fingers, anything. So there is Found as a blush. I think it's a beautiful, rosy, but also bricky color on my skin tone, and it's super pigmented, so it gives that more deeper shade of blush as well. And blush is my favorite, so I love that it does have that nice pop of color. So now I'm going to move on to eyes and how to, do different eyeshadow looks with your Huesticks. But before that, another fact about Lip Tinted is that all their product launches have a beautiful purpose behind it. They don't have launches or products just for the sake of it, but rather to have a purpose. They're truly trying to solve some form of issue that we're having in our community with products that are lacking diversity and inclusivity in the beauty industry. So when they did first come out with these Huesticks, it was because that we were all asking for, shades and color correctors that do help us be able to wear foundations that match our skin. So for the eyes, I'm going to go in with Found again as a transition crease color, and I'm going to take the color Free, which is a beautiful pinky, purpley pinky color for the lid. So I like to take Found and just apply it right where, I guess you feel that hole in your eyes. Then I just take this fluffy brush right here and then just blend it away. But again, you can just use your fingers as well. Then I'm going to take the shade Free and use it for all over my lid. And it's super pigmented as well, so I want to go kind of light. Just a few dots. And then I just use my fingers to just blend it in all over my lid. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Perk, which is that light pink color. That's perfect for as a color corrector as well. But I'm going to use that as my inner corner kind of highlight. Boom, the eyes are done, and I feel like you can barely see it on the camera, but trust me, it's a lot more pigmented in real life. The lighting just throws it off a little bit. But now I'm going to move on to lips. So before moving on to lips, another fact about Lip Tinted is that all their content, launches, campaigns is rooted in inclusivity and showcasing diversity in all forms. And that includes not just showing cultures, but also people from different identities, different backgrounds, or even if they have a skill or profession in a unique industry, they're also given the platform like Lip Tinted to showcase and talk about their story. And something that they do is the tintorials, which I love watching. It's a great way to know about this individual, their story and how they learn to love their hues. So now for lips, I like to mix in Found and Perk. So right here I have it. I'm just gonna mix them both together so it gives me that nudie color. And then just apply it onto my lips. Mixing Found and Perk together gives me that nudie look, but if you do have their new launch, which was the Balm Gloss, you can apply that over as a glossy look as well. And also another way to use the Lip Tinted Unity Balm Gloss is as your highlight right on your cheekbones as well. But I'm sure once I get a hold of it, I'll be sure to do a video on it. Before we wrap up this look, I want to talk about one more fact about Lip Tinted, and that is that they just won Allure Best of Beauty, which is amazing. I'm incredibly proud to be part of this community, and I'm so happy that this game-changing product deserved all this recognition. One more thing I wanted to share about Lip Tinted was that I got to meet Deepika last year at their Los Angeles pop-up, and it was truly inspiring. I love the positivity that she radiates, as well as, being caring to come and talk to each one of us who was there. And she took pictures with us as well, but at the same time, she's such an icon to me for how women of color are paving the way for entrepreneurship and for others of us out here to, follow their path as well. And I love that she's being real with us on sharing the behind the scenes of how it is and what it is like to truly start up a brand on your own. And those are all the facts that I have about Lip Tinted for today, as well as this review on all their Huesticks. Be sure to get their newest launches, which includes Grounded, True, Change, and the Unity Balm Gloss. And I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you have ever tried any Lip Tinted products out before in the comments section. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!